Welcome to another episode of Jam TV. If you are not a jammer out there, it's never too late. Go ahead and smash that sub button along with that notification bell for further videos. And if you like this episode, make sure to give me a thumbs up. So jammers, I'm going to talk to you guys today about how I became Miss Corvette Texas and Miss Corvette International. So check it out. As you guys know, I've been singing and doing music for a long time, and I decided to get into the modeling. And I remember H-Town. If you're not familiar with H-Town, they're an R&B group, but I remember one of the members had said, "You are very photogenic. You should start modeling. You should really take it to the next level because I think you'll go very far." So, I took that into consideration, and I decided that I wanted to start competing in like bikini contests, like the professional kind. Not the booty shaking, none of that raunchy stuff. The professional kind where you answer interviews, you answer questions, like pageant type. But what I noticed is most of the girls that run for these pageants are like the Barbie type. There's no Teresas out there, Latinas. Not very many Latinas do these kind of things. Now, it's starting to become more common, but at the time when I was doing it, not so much. And I remember like the ones that always would win were like the fake girls, the big breasts, the implants, extensions, all kinds of things. And I noticed a lot of them were not natural. And I always wondered if there could be like a natural bikini contest. You come as you are, no surgeries or anything of that nature. But one thing that I noticed, being a minority jammers, in case if you guys don't know, I am biracial. My dad is Irish and German, and my mom's a Nicaraguan and Costa Rican. But I get classified as a Latina in this world. So when I would go compete, it would be so hard for me. Like they didn't even care. They didn't even want the Latinas to win. Like they wanted the Barbie look, the blonde hair, the blue eyes, the Texas girl to win. So I got really upset about it. I got really frustrated. And I felt like no matter how much I worked out, no matter how hard I tried, it was like I could never get past that certain level of success in those contests. Even if I answered the questions well, even if my bathing suit was outstanding or the most sparkly, it didn't matter. So jammers, here in Texas, they were having a Miss Corvette contest, also showing different kind of Corvettes. And at the time, my dad had a 1976, I believe, Corvette. And I told my dad to put his Corvette into the car show, which he did. And I also signed myself up to compete. And when I got there, I noticed these girls were real bougie. They weren't talking. They were just like to themselves, doing their makeup, putting their eyelashes on, their extensions, and curling their hair, and just like real snooty and real prissy. And I'm very outgoing. Like I do not let looks or anything like that get to my head. I'm very humble. I come from very humble beginnings. So I would introduce myself to them and they just gave me this, I'm so-and-so, this smirky look or whatnot. But I still continue to be me. I talked to all the people that own the cars. I was mingling. Like I was taught that in order to be successful in life, you gotta kind of like sell yourself in anything that you do. Like for example, for this contest, I wanted the people that were voting to get to know who I was. So I went to each person at the car show and I talked to them and I told them, hey, I'm gonna be running as Miss Corvette, vote for me. And I would just talk to them and then I would go to the next car person and talk to them and let them know that I was entering the contest. When I was doing that, the other girls were upstairs putting their makeup on, not talking to any of them. And I remember when I went upstairs, one of the girls are like, "What are you doing down there?" I said, "Oh, I'm networking." They're like, "Why? Like, why network? Those are like old people, blase, skippy." I said, "It's not about being old or anything like that. It's about letting people know that I'm part of the competition and letting them know my personality, not just basis off of looks." So they just gave me this nasty look. I went back down, I started talking more. And also jammers, I'm into cars. As you can see, my shirt says Corvette girl. So I'm into cars, I'm into Mustangs, I'm into different kind of things like that. So I also like to talk to them about their cars. I have brains here, it's not just about my looks. So jammers, as I kept networking and talking to all the Corvette owners, the competition was getting ready to start. And none of the girls had talked to any of the people that were voting. So I felt like I had an upper hand, I was letting those people know who I was. So we did the competition, we answered the questions, and then the judges made their decisions. And jammers, I won first place. A Latina won first place. I was so excited. I was so happy because the girl who won second place was a girl that would win every contest here in Texas. Every single contest, she would win first place. Anytime you competed against her, everybody would be like, oh, I'm not even gonna compete because she's gonna win. But you know what, jammers? I stayed confident and I went in and I won first place. Here's the picture, check them out. So I was very excited about that. Once I got a taste of winning, I started competing. I started doing several different type of contests. But the next biggest contest was Miss Corvette International. It was like the biggest Corvette contest there was at the George R. Brown Center. And there was like 20 or 25 girls. I didn't think I was gonna win for nothing. Like, I came unprepared. In the sense of, I didn't even know I was gonna do the contest. I brought a bikini in my bag just in case if I changed my mind, but I was really, literally not going to do the contest whatsoever. But then my best friend talked me into doing a contest. She's like, go ahead girl, you could do it, you could do it. And I entered. Now jammers, I said, okay, I gotta go network. I gotta go talk to everybody out here. And there was like thousands and thousands and thousands of cars and different races, different everything. So at this point, jammers, I felt like I had a good chance because the judges were of different races. It wasn't like your standard at the other contests. So I mingled, I talked to everyone. Again, jammers, all the other girls that were competing were upstairs, Barbie-like, fake breast, non-talkative, non-social, and I was downstairs networking, talking to the owners, taking pictures. Letting them know that I was running as Miss Corvette International and to cheer for me. I was number 10, I think, and that I would be competing and their support would be greatly appreciated. So jammers, when the contest comes, here I am, nervous because I haven't competed for a while. I didn't bring my best swimsuit with all the bling and blang. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna give it the best shot I can. I walked out there, did the walk, answered all the questions. And at the very end, I won Miss Corvette International. At that point, jammers, I said, you know what? I have accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish in my modeling career, in my modeling world. And doing these competition, jammers, gave me the confidence to love myself as who I am and to be appreciative and be comfortable with my own skin. Because believe it or not, jammers, I was very shy, I was very timid, and this really helped me. These competitions really helped me break through and get into different modeling aspects. And being biracial can be very difficult because at times I'm categorized like you're not Latina enough or you're not white enough. So being biracial, and I classify myself as a Latina because I'm Latina proud, it was just very hard in these competitions because they wanted the blonde hair Barbie types. And in general, that is what they're looking for. It's very rare that you see a Latina win these contests. So I'm very, very honored that I accomplished that. And after I won first place of that, I decided with the competing stuff, I have done everything that I needed to do because I've competed in other things, won first place. to network and network. And it wasn't like every time I competed, I won first place. Like there was times that I competed like 6 times in a row and lost. Finally, the 7th time I won. But people recognized me and they said your hard work and dedication pays off, and it did, jammers. So never give up. Never give up on anything that you do. Thank you so much for tuning into Jam TV. I hope you like this video. And also, jammers, if you haven't gotten Babe's Carbon Monoxide on all streaming sites such as iTunes, go get his Carbon Monoxide, and you can also get it at www.iambusybone.com. And for Jam TV merchandise such as masks, hoodies, joggers, socks, shoes, go to my website at jcastmusic.com and get your merchandise. Much love, guys.